Now back to live coverage on the CRN Sports Network.
Turn 4, and down to the bottom he'll go. Is she yet? Nope, not just yet. Keeps it above the yellow line. Actually, that's a respectable lap if that's the case. Right now, nothing on the board. They'll come around the dog leg, and our finish line is about 1,000 foot longer than what Daytona is. He'll put it up on the board. Right now, it looks like third place for Matthew Lee.
And we are live here from the Talladega Superspeedway. Qualifying is underway for the Alabama 200 from Talladega, live on Max Speed TV and the CRN Sports Network. Again, Talladega, as we watch Richard Rico here, the number 5, making his time around the racetrack, 55.860. Right now, the time to beat is a 56.888, set by that number 54 of Chris Baines. How about that, Ray? Chris Baines at the top of the board. Wow.
Nice lap for him. He's usually a top 10 contender in this series, and not a bad lap. 55.855. Again, we'll go back to Lease for a second. 55.874. The only 20 thousandths difference between the two of them. Just about there as we're sitting at the, let me see, I'm still watching Matthew Lee here. I am live. He's still going around the track. I believe what he's doing, too, is test driving it, so we'll leave him be. We'll go here right now to the 03 as you can see him on track. Let's see, that would be, and I'm having trouble trying to find him on my score sheet here. Jade Franklin, the 31, not the 03. Jade Franklin right now in 15th place, 55.973. He has done his second lap. He is off the track and slowing down. A couple more guys yet to take and qualify. They've got 10 minutes to do it, and we're down to just under 5 minutes at this point in time. LaBeouf, Dotson, Mullins, Hurley, McFarland, all these guys have yet to make a lap around this facility before we go green tonight.
Should be a very interesting event here at Talladega for sure, as we just saw Sacco finish up with his time. Here comes Andrew Hurley in that truck number 3. Hurley ready to turn things around. Been a couple of dismal weeks for that driver in the 3 truck there.
Yeah, especially at Martinsville, unfortunately, involved in about, I think it was 5 different caution flags, that poor guy. Different paint job tonight on that thing. Nice black truck, usually yellow in color. I'm thinking different sponsor. It looks like, no, Subway's still on the back, but Speedco on the side. Nice purple little paint job as he comes around. I believe it's turn 4, trying to see here from the angle we've got. Yep, turn 2, actually. Down the backstretch, he'll go. Andrew Hurley right now in the number 3 machine. Don't see him on the board. I'm assuming this is his second lap, considering he's at the bottom of the speedway. And we'll see if we can get an eye on him and see where he can turn it. Right now, he is in the 31st position, which means he just turned his first lap around. Again, being on the bottom, this is his second lap. Got International on the hood. See that finally over there and from my angle up here in the booth. And down through turn 4, he will go. Still on the hammer, a little bit wide. What they'll do is they'll try to keep the truck a little bit straight so he doesn't rub off that speed. And as you can see, he's going down to that yellow line, holding it tight, a little bit to the high side. He's not cutting off as much as he should, but we'll see what he turns out. Getting a long way to that start-finish line. Andrew Hurley right now, 29th position. Not a very good lap, 56.094. Everybody right now within 30 seconds of half a second of each other.
Qualifying continuing on here for this awesome group of trucks tonight at Talladega. What did our producer say? I couldn't hear him.
Points.
for these drivers in this series as they continue to go around the racetrack. We'll see Sacco 4 points out in front. 4 points for Sacco. I mean, that's pretty impressive there.
Felt a little bit of a rough run last week, but again, 231 still in second place. LaBeouf in third. Baines obviously there in fourth, and Jason Keffer rounds out your top five, all within 200-point series. Ashley Dotson, our Aussie tonight, who is on the track qualifying right now, sixth place at 196. Tyler Beeman in seventh at 193, and 184 ties up eighth and ninth. Steve Fountain, 175, will be 10th. And again, that's your top 10 for point standings. And we'll go through here on 20, McKinnon, Bullock, Hurley, Zimmerman, and Mr. Josh White, our host for this race tonight, at 135 and 15th place. Wilner there, 127. Clary, 124. And, of course, Mr. Waltrip, Roguski, and Williams round out your 20. Now, as I'm watching Ashley Dotson on the track, we got him here on the monitor. He's on his second lap right now. He'll go to the high side. He'll hit the stripe. Last lap, 56.050. Not very fast on this one. Actually, he matched the same one as last time. 31st position. He'll start way in the back in the beginning of this. Again, 40 trucks, by the way, signed up for tonight, Wesley. As you were pointing out to me earlier, it's going to be an interesting night. Now, I'm going to ask you something that you asked me. I know we're live on the air, but when do you think the big one will lurk?
Hey, listen, I asked that same question earlier in our broadcast team speak, and I said, hey, guys, what lap do you think we're going to have the big one? Because the question is, it's not a matter of if it's not a matter of when, it's if. And how it's going to happen. Do you wait till the start? Do you wait till the end? It's going to be serious, interesting to watch for sure as we watch these drivers continue to go in their qualifying run around Talladega. This is the Talladega Superspeedway, the Alabama 200 coming up here tonight on Max Speed TV and the CRN Sports Network. And I don't know. Let's see, 250 miles, 94 laps. I'm thinking about lap 75, lap 80, Katie bar the door. That's when the big one will happen. What do you think, Ray Richard?
Oh, yeah, that's when they're going to start knocking the door down. I mean, you got to realize that's the end of the speedway, end of the race at that point, or at least within 20 laps to go. It's go time at that point. Now, another thing I want to point out, by the way, my guess is going to be around the area of about 35-40. And that's when the guys are going to get antsy, obviously, to get pit stops in.
Why do you think so early?
Well, I think because
why do you think so early?
I think pit stops are going to happen around that time, and someone's going to make a mistake going into the pits or something along those lines. Because it does happen here at Talladega. You're slowing down from 185 miles an hour, entering the pits at about 55, I believe, is the speed limit there. Not to mention, I want to be a little bit different.
The fuel window is 45 laps. Tire window 30 to 40 laps, and pit road speed is 60 miles an hour. You were close, though. You were close.
All right, close. That's all right. Hey, by the way,
it might be 55 miles an hour. Our producer says he thinks he's wrong on the graphic.
That could very well be. That's
hey, they are gritted. They're gritting. Qualifying has concluded, and we are getting set for the starting lineup for this event. What is this, round number 8? 8 weeks. Can you believe this? Round number 8 of the series.
Got to keep going, man. Our lineup for this evening. We'll start out here as we go down your lineup for all 40 guys.
We're waiting for the field to get lined up here, and when they do, we will introduce the starting lineup here. This is round number 7 tonight at Talladega. Round 7 is tonight at Talladega. This is the 8th week, though, of competition under Josh White Racing eSports. Ray, we were there right at the beginning of this thing in Charlotte. It is amazing where we've come so far with this program.
And I'll tell you, I've driven around these guys twice in 2 different races, and it's been just a phenomenal experience. These guys know what they're doing out there. They can handle themselves very well, very respectable. I haven't heard too many insults here or there, so I'll tell you what, 185 miles an hour, you got to know who you're dancing with.
Ladies and gentlemen, here's your starting lineup for round number 7 of the Josh White Racing eSports Truck Series, presented by the Wise Guys for the Alabama 200. Fast qualifier, number 43, Jason Maines, 55.823. He'll make up row number 1 alongside Jonathan Goke in the number 12 truck. Row number 2 will find Chris Baines in his 54 Toyota alongside Gabriel Ellison in the 127.
Richard Rico will be in the 5 truck in the 5th position on the inside of the 3rd row. Outside of him, the 22 of Michael Adamson. Inside next row, Brady LeBruff in the number 9. Outside of him is Austin McKinnon in the 87 machine.
Moving on to row number 5, it's going to be Nicholas Sacco in the 29 entry, the points leader of the series. Alongside him, Matthew Lee, the Martinsville winner. He'll start 10th. Starting 11th, Jordan Latimer in the 11th position in the 13 of Michael McKinnon. He'll start 12th.
Garrett Maines in that 57 will start 14th. Outside of him, Derek Mullins in the 15th position. 30, number Zach Tully in the 16th position. Christopher Williams outside of him in the 17th. Stephen Afont, I'll get that correct, in the 11th car in 18th position. Outside of him will be Clinton Sneed in the 149.
And there you go with Jason Keffer. He starts on the row number 11 of this event. Wow, what a field of trucks we have here. Jake Franklin, Brett Summers, that's row 11. Row number 12 is Brandon Bullock and Joshua White. The founder of the series, row 13, Chris Wilner, his Toyota 26, along with Max Decken 105. Row 14, Williams and Beeman. Row 15, that's 30 trucks. Toppins and Zimmerman, that's 30th starter. 31st is Musselman and Ashley Dodson from Australia. He'll make up row 16. Row 17, Hurley and Cinnamon bring us home to the rest of the lineup in this race. The biggest truck count we've had of the JW eSports Truck Series tonight, Ray Richard.
Only one pace lap. That's 35th position of James Shane Wolf. Keith Bradley in the 129 and 36. Ray Tucker will be in the 37th position. Hampton will be in the 38th. Fulton, by the way back. Didn't take any time in the 39th position. Brandon Hughes, and we do have 41 trucks, and that, last but not least, in the 01 will be Robert McFarland.
And Robert McFarland will also be at the rear of the field, our in-race reporter for Max Speed TV and CRN. We'll try to grab a word with him later on tonight as we are set for live coverage. The JW Racing eSports Truck Series, 250 miles, 94 laps. The pace car has scampered like an alley cat running away from a mice into turn number 4 on the pit road. And we are set for the green flag to fly. Ladies and gentlemen, virtual or reality like on Sunday, I've got 3 words for you. This is Talladega, and the green flag is in the air.
Here we go. Wind them up down the first stretch. And we're gone with the 43 machine out front of Jason Maines. Immediately the huge jump. And that might be a mistake because on the outside of him, the 12th of Goke just takes it to the top. Has help right now from the 127 of Gabriel Leeson. It's only 2 on top. Going to make it 3 here shortly if we keep an eye on Lee. Lee goes back into the bottom side. Right now 3 on the outside, 5 on the bottom side. Starting to break away, only a half a lap into this race.
Ladies and gentlemen, you have a race and we're underway here. There's this battle down for 9th and 10th continuing here with Lee and Sacco as they fight their way through the field. LaBeouf and Sacco for that position. That's for the 9th and 10th position. They keep flip-flopping spots. There they are, door-to-door. 40-plus trucks coming down the straightaway. Now remember, the thing that's interesting about Talladega is literally the start-finish line is at the end of pit road going into turn 1, not in the tri-oval. 1 lap in, working lap 2, the 43 leads the opening lap.
Chris Baines in the second place spot, holding on to it. A bunch of guys on the bottom side have got to just start riding around. There's no time to jump to the front just yet. Long way to go, as they say a lot of these races. Right now on the outside, in third place position, that's Goki in the number 12 machine getting a shove from the number 9 of LaBeouf, and also 2 guys behind them will be the 90 right now. That's Latimer. And let's see, behind him looks to be, missed that right there, the 57 of Garrett Maines. All these guys within 11th place on the way up to the front. And it's basically an 11-truck breakaway from the field.
Yeah, we're in the early going of this thing here. Again, we were all taking bets earlier. All right, when is it going to happen? When is things going to come unglued? For the most part, they're all playing nice. That 43 truck is the man that leads the way. You're running on board with Jonathan Goke in his number 12 entry. 43, looking at that beautiful blue machine. Off of turn 2, up the high banks, down the super stretch on the back straightaway. And he's got some company by Baines for the lead as they go to 3.
Baines right now, front to back, with the leader, obviously. Maines, Goke behind them. Goes at the outside, has some help right now with the 04 of Lee. Now it's a 5 truck on the top in the second groove. They're going to have some